What's up, everybody? In this video I'm going to take a look at the bird farm, how to get there, and how much money you can make from this. So it's been a while since I made my first video, so I wanted to share with you the quickest way I know how to get here, and then at the end I'm going to do some quick farming, try to maximize as many runes as I can get, because there's a lot of videos out there saying that you can make like billions of runes doing all these other methods, so I wanted to set a benchmark for future videos. So, here's the bird farm. This is the area you need to get to, but when you first come out, you will not be able to travel here. So, I'm going to show you how to get here in this video. This is the Palace Approach Ledge Road. This is where you will bird farm. There's the bird. You shoot the bird with an arrow. He runs off the ledge, dies, gives you ruins, and you run back, rinse, and repeat. So, that is the bird farm if you don't know what it is. Now, step one, open the door, go into Limgrave. Do not kill this guy. Now, you can get to the bird farm if you do kill this guy, but it's going to take a long time, so just, hey, be friendly with that dude. Step 2, go to the Gatefront Grace, talk to Melina.
Have you heard they serve but you? I can play the role turning runes into to aid you, and you need only take to the foot of the earth. Then it's settled. Torrent has chosen to treat him with...
Step 3, kill Margit. Step 4, kill Godrick. Now after this, I go to this Lost Grace here. This is step 5, but you can go to any Lost Grace out there. Melina is going to come back to you. Say, hey, do you want to go to the round table? Why, yes, I do want to go to the round table.
There is but one I can take you to the gathering place. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you.
Once you get to the round table, turn around and go up to this room and chat with Enia. Once you've done that, step 7, you want to go to the Rose Church. This is where Varre is going to be next. Once here, talk to him.
You claim what?
Choose they didn't seem right.
My doubts. The words of the two.
Now he will give you a Festering bloody finger. I have maxed out my inventory, so I believe it dropped on the ground. This allows you to invade worlds. Step 9, invade 3 worlds. Now you may have to travel around to some different Lost Graces. I first went to the first step, didn't have any luck there. I'm at the Church of Ella, and I was able to complete my 3 invasions. Now, I'm almost level 600, so it is probably a little bit harder for me to invade other worlds, but I actually did it fairly quickly. The one thing to just keep in mind whenever trying to complete this, if at one spot you cannot seem to have any luck invading, just travel to another spot. And you can fight, you can win, you can lose, you can die, you can run, jump off a cliff, or if you have this finger sever, as soon as you pop in the world, you can sever the connection. And as long as you do that 3 times, then you can proceed to the next step. Step 10, go back to Varre at the Rose Church. Now choose Anoint Me.
Now.
And he will give you the Lord of Blood's favor.
Since you are the cloth.
Step 11, I go to the Four Belfries. This is the quickest place to go to. There's a couple of different ways, but I choose this one because if you look, Rose Church is just right here. And the Four Belfries is going to have a transport that you can use. Step 12, collect the Imbued Key. And make sure you go to this specific tower right here. There are several towers in this area. Use your key, and it will activate the transport. Now, once you get to the Chapel of Anticipation, step 15, go dye the cloth in the Maiden's blood. That's the Lord of Favors that Varre gave you, and you're dyeing it in a Maiden's blood. And if you're paying attention, this is the area where you fight the Grafted Scion, the very first boss that you fight in the game. So this is the little room that you spawn in, and this is little Maiden, this little dead gal. That's the lady that you use her blood. Step 16, go back to Varre at the Rose Church. Chat it up with him.
You've complete, and with this, a knight who now, this noble.
Offer your finger.
Another thing.
And he will give you the Pureblood Knight's Medal. And once he gets done talking, you can pull up your inventory. Scroll down a bit here, depending on how long you've been playing the game. Use the Pure Knight's Medal and choose to go to the audience grounds. And once you render in the Mohgwyn Palace, this is the map that I first showed you where the bird farm is located. Now what I suggest is running up here to this Lost Grace, because it can get very hairy trying to get to the Palace Approach Ledge Road. So once you've got that Lost Grace activated, then you can just spawn in, and as many attempts as you need, you've at least got your spawn point. So, what I would suggest your first time is kind of hang a little bit to the left. Jump a lot, sprint a lot, past these skeleton dudes that will shoot stuff at you. Now to your left, there will be about 3 to 4 caves. Worst case scenario is you go into a cave that is a dead end, just turn around and keep heading southeast, as I'm doing. And you will eventually find the trail that leads up to the Lost Grace that we need to activate. The reason why I suggest staying to the left, rather going to the right, because if you go too far back, you will get invaded by an NPC, and that guy will chase you all over the place. And this is a very brutal, deadly area. So here, once you've spotted this trail, the green grass, then you know that you are on the right pathway. And here it is. The Lost Grace of the Palace Approach Ledge Road. So up next, I'm going to do 10 minutes of rune farming. I'm going to increase the video speed 4 times, making it 2.5 minutes, just because I did not want to make you watch 10 minutes of this. And plus, at this tempo, it actually makes a pretty cool sound if you listen to the video. Got kind of a rhythm to it. So, anybody familiar with this area knows it is not the bird, the deadly monstrous crow, that makes you ruins. It is these valuable little albiniarchs traveling constantly up this pathway. Now, I'm on playthrough about 35-ish, and with my loadout, these guys are dropping a little over 8 grand ruins. So, my loadout is this. Of course, I'm using the Sacred Relic Sword maxed out now. The only way you can get this is beating the Elden Beast, so you will have to beat the game before you can use this weapon, which is the most efficient way to farm this area. And as if you know, and if you notice, once I get to the rock, I'm switching back to another weapon with the Hound Dog Step, or Bloodhound Step, and makes it a little bit quicker than sprinting back to the Lost Grace. So I'm just swapping those weapons, Hound Dog stepping back, switching back, and then doing my little swipe. Now, the costume I'm wearing, I basically just chose the things that would increase my faith. My faith is at about 50. I wasn't going to recalibrate to 99. I just didn't want to go back to Renala again, so I just left it at 50. The talismans I'm using is the Marika Sword Seal, Scar Seal, basically increases faith. Alexander's Shard, which increases the strength of your skill power. And, of course, the Golden Scarab, which increases Rune Collection. I can't remember what the fourth one was. But anyways. And then, of course, I am activating the Pickled Gold Foulfoot, which lasts for about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. And so that's it. That is everything that I can think of to maximize farming this way. So, should be wrapping up here in a bit. I believe I started out with about 300, I think 339, I want to say, ruins. Couldn't get it down to 0. And I know I'm coming up. I'm going to have one more swipe. But no. That's, no, one more. This is it. No, that's it. And I end up with 3.98 blah 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 million ruins. So let's just round it up to 4 million ruins in 10 minutes. So if you do the math, in 1 hour, 24 million ruins. So there it is. That's my benchmark video for evaluating any other future farms. So stay tuned for that. So that's going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you found it useful. If you did, drop me some love. Maybe that sub. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.